right, folks. I am on Miller Bottom, just about to hop on Sharon Church Road here in Loganville. And I got to head out to Monroe, the other side of Monroe, pulling the 7x18 foot trailer. I got to pick up some stuff. Sharon Church Road. Anyway, just a drive and a talk. Just me running my mouth. Yeah, lonely. Don't have nobody to talk to, so I figured I'd talk to you. Goodness. Ever since COVID, I cough. Not all the time, just, probably cough about 20, 30 times a day. I guess it'll go away eventually. Sharon Church, folks, I can remember when this was all woods. Long time ago. I remember my aunt lived back behind us there on this road, and I remember coming to her house and thinking it was so far out in the country. Nothing around, just so far out in the country. And that's when we lived. I was raised in Pine Lake, Georgia. That's between Stone Mountain and Decatur. And that was when I lived there as a child. I forget what we were doing, but we had to stop. She picked me up, and my brothers and sisters, my mom, I do believe, stopped by her house before we headed out somewhere else. And it took forever to get to her house. And I thought, man, this lady lives in the woods. Now I don't live far from here. Just a hop, skip, and a jump. Actually, as the crow flies, probably a mile. As the crow flies. Sharon Church Road. Now this road will take you right into Loganville. This is a Loganville address, mailing address out here. But we'll be turning right here at the light. You'll go straight and to go into Old Town. It'll dead into Highway 20. Take a right, go into Old Town. Cedar Lake Golf Club. Now my aunt lived there, and then she sold the house to my cousin, and my cousin lived there. And right here, this golfing place, I do believe my cousin's husband worked there for years. Well, maybe I may have that twisted. My cousin might have lived there first, then my aunt. I don't know. Sharon Baptist Church. Center Hill Church Road. Now there's Center Hill Baptist if you take a left. And that reminds me of right there, not real far from the property in Tennessee. Every time I see Center Hill Baptist Church, I think of Cedar Hill Baptist right there by the house in Tennessee there. Cedar Hill Baptist there on Demery Road. All right, folks. Center Hill Church Road. Now up here there's a house, a white house, very old, very old. I know the people that live there. This one here, you'll see it. See the porches on it, white truck. They heat that strictly by wood stove. Wood stove. Yep, no other heat other than that wood stove. They may have a couple of them in there, but that's how they heat their house. House is very old. House has been there a long, long time. When I was a kid, whenever I pass by there, it reminds me when I was a child. I had some really good friends of mine that lived, probably close to 4 miles, I'm going to say, about 4 miles from my house. And I would walk there sometimes on the weekends and spend the weekend and walk home Sunday. Now, these folks lived in a house where they had one wood stove, and it was a very large house. It was very old. The house was built in the 1800s, and it was very, very old. And I remember, man, on the weekend spending the night there, we would freeze. Oh man, we would be so cold. And even though we were upstairs, we were so far from that wood stove that room did not get any heat. Now the downstairs heated up pretty nice, but decent, most of it. But everybody, when it got real cold, everybody except for the two older brothers, everybody slept in the living room around the wood stove. And these people made music. They played music, made music every weekend, country music. And the house was built, of course, way before plumbing. So the bathroom was actually on the back porch. So you had to go through the kitchen, outside onto the back porch, and then take a right and go into the bathroom. And so what they had done years and years and years before I got there was they put that they took part of the porch and just turned it into a bathroom. And you had to walk outside on the porch. Of course, it was covered, wood floor, covered, but you had to walk outside to get to the bathroom, that porch. I thought that was crazy. My friends, up in their room, they'd have a pee bucket. Well, they get up in the middle of the night and just pee in a bucket. That, my friends, was, well, I can't say it was the good old days, but it was the old days. And I'm 57 years old, so that was the only house I seen a couple of more houses that didn't have. I did a septic tank in Conyers, Georgia, almost 20 years ago that did not have plumbing in the house. Did not have any plumbing. Yep. And had just got electricity. Yeah, just got electricity. Ain't that crazy? Yeah, that's crazy. All right, had to pause it there for a minute. Oh, mercy, folks. Okay, so back there at the light, I can't remember where I paused it, but back there at the light, that was Highway 81, and then Center Hill Church Road, the road we were on, or the road we're still on actually, has turned into Youth Monroe, and we're headed towards 78, Highway 78, which runs towards Athens, into Atlanta, east and west. East towards Athens, west into Atlanta. Now we're coming up to Broadnax Mill right here at the four-way. And take a left, go towards Loganville. Take a right, go towards like Walnut Grove area. New Testament Baptist Church on the left. Buddy J.W. goes to church there. I do believe he still goes to church there. New Testament Baptist. Well, they go build something. What are they doing? Whatever. Building everywhere, folks. Now, right here there's a house where they used to shoot. They used to shoot guns. He had like a shooting range at his house where his buddies, or maybe he was, maybe it was a business where he taught people how to shoot guns. But, oh my goodness, it was something else. This driveway right here, I do believe, this fella down in there, he would shoot so much it was unbelievable. And the reason I know is because I did a job one Saturday, or it might have been Sunday afternoon, a septic job, and them gunshots rang, I mean, all day long. Loud, folks. I mean, that would have drove me crazy every weekend, every single weekend. It's not like the guy lived out on 100 acres or 50 acres and didn't have any neighbors. No, it's right there, far enough away where they couldn't do anything about it, but close enough where it just drove you nuts if you were outside. Even on the inside of their house, it was the same thing. They said, just boom, 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 just constant. Terrible. Nothing wrong with folks shooting guns. Nothing wrong with it at all. I love doing it. But, you know, you can put up with it. You know, it ain't going to hurt somebody to hear you shoot for a little bit, you know. But every single weekend and all day long. Yep. Yeah, just something I would not be able to handle. It's like and I'm sorry, folks, if I hurt your feelings, but it is like a barking dog. Oh my goodness. Yeah, not for me. Every dog I've had, believe it or not, I've been able to train that dog to not bark. Yep, no barking allowed. Yeah, do not bark. Now, the dog is allowed to bark when it's startled or when, you know, if somebody comes up to the door. I've trained my dogs to bark. But, you know, that constant barking because, well, they see someone and they won't stop barking, or they see another dog, won't stop barking. No. Not going to happen. So, and it's easy to train a dog not to bark. You just get onto it every time it barks, and it will only bark when it's startled. But that continuous, oh my goodness, folks, the continuous, constant, nonstop barking is just terrible. And I'm thankful we've been very, very blessed not to have a neighbor that lets their dogs constantly bark. I don't know what I would do. My son has a neighbor, elderly people. I don't know if they're still there. I think he passed away a year or so ago. But they had a German Shepherd, and oh my goodness, that dog, if you were outside, it would drive you nuts. It would not stop barking. How did I get on this? I mean, non-stop barking. Wouldn't stop. Folks, we are on Highway 78 headed towards Athens. We're going to go on the other side of Monroe, Georgia. You say it Monroe, like it's got a U in it. Monroe. my, folks. Now, I've done this route a couple of times, probably each way, both ways, I should say. Alcovey River right here, and things are over full, folks. Things are over full now. Not terribly bad, but the rivers, the creeks, the ponds, the lakes, they are full. We've had lots of rain. Today is the first day in 3 days that it has not rained, and we are just now seeing the sun. Just now, the last hour or so, the sun has tried to come out here and there. Look how beautiful that sky is. That's Georgia, folks. Georgia's been cloudy and gloomy this year, this winter. A little more than usual. We've had lots of rain, lots of cloudiness. And I do not mind the cloudy days. I do not. I do not mind the rain. I love the rain. But, just a week of cloudiness, that's just too much for me. Too much for me. All right, so this is Highway 11 Monroe Winder. So take a right, you go into Monroe. Take a left, you go into Winder. And I've been on that road many, many, many times. Highway 11. Oh my, folks, I'm sleepy. We worked inside today, and didn't do a whole lot. John went and picked up material, water line stuff, and what else? I don't know. I can't think of everything. Got too much on my mind. Oh, he's got to do computer work. So, did a little of that on the job. I think about all I did was I painted some stuff. Some brackets that I had installed on the townhome remodel. And that was it. Swapped out trailers. Headed out here to pick up siding. To pick up metal roofing that my son-in-law bought me. Thank you, son-in-law. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep. He paid for it. He wanted to pay for more. He wanted to pay for more. And I'm thankful for that. They've done real good. So anyway, they wanted to put a whole new roof, rip off plywood and all. Yep. Monroe, Georgia. Monroe's a pretty decent place. Pretty decent place. I used to call it the redneck capital of Georgia, but it's just not quite that anymore. Yep, used to be the redneck capital, Monroe, Georgia. Sorry, folks, if you're from Monroe. All right, so this is 83 if you take a right, and it kind of zigzags down through that way. end up down in Bostwick, Madison, Good Hope, all that area. Anyway, folks, so this will be a 22-minute drive, and I believe that's going to be about it. I am going up here to Michael Road. Yeah, that's right, Michael Road, and pick up that roofing. Here on Michael Road, man, they got there's a couple of 4 or 5 acre lots that, man, I would love to get one of them. I would love to live right there. Love to live right there. Oh, if I didn't have people complaining about equipment, commercial equipment, that's what I gotta watch out for. Folks complaining. Yeah, they did some serious complaining there at my house. Called code enforcement because I had a dumpster sitting out there with trash next to it. I was sick with COVID, and I understand though. It was yeah, it didn't look too nice. But yeah, I complained about my commercial equipment. It's not mine, it's ours, me and my sons. But the code enforcement guy, yeah, he was good to deal with. I mean, he was easy to deal with, very workable, wanted to work things out. So anyway, all right, folks, that's it. 22 minutes. We'll see you.